While Dune is remembered for its scale, its visuals, and its mythology, one of the most powerful elements of the film happens quietly in the relationship between Duke Leto and Paul Atreides. What many viewers don't realize is that this emotional bond didn't just exist on screen. It was built deliberately, carefully, and sincerely between Oscar Isaac and Timothée Chalamet. This is the story of how two actors formed a genuine connection, one that mirrored a father and son relationship, and why that bond became essential to Dune's emotional core. From the beginning, director Denis Villeneuve understood that Dune would not work unless the relationship between Paul and Duke Leto felt authentic. The Atreides bond isn't loud, it's built on trust, restraint, and unspoken understanding. To achieve that, Villeneuve cast Oscar Isaac, a seasoned, grounded actor, opposite Timothée Chalamet, who at the time was younger but already widely recognized for his emotional intelligence on screen. But chemistry wasn't left to chance. During filming, Isaac made a conscious effort to establish a physical and emotional closeness with Chalamet. In multiple interviews, both actors described how Isaac would often hold Chalamet on set, not as a joke, but as a way to build comfort and familiarity. They jokingly referred to this energy as a sweet little baby boy dynamic, but beneath the humor was intention. Isaac has explained that touch and proximity can create trust, especially when portraying a parental relationship. The goal wasn't performance, it was presence. By the time the cameras rolled on their most intimate scenes, the warmth between them wasn't acting, it was already there. One of the most genuine ways their relationship developed was through music. Between takes and during downtime, Chalamet would often play guitar in his trailer. Isaac, who has a long-standing relationship with music himself, would join him, singing, listening, and sharing time away from the pressure of production. This wasn't promotional bonding. It wasn't staged. It was two artists connecting in a quiet space, something they continued even later as Chalamet began preparing for his portrayal of Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. Music became a neutral ground, a place without hierarchy. Oscar Isaac has spoken openly about his admiration for Chalamet's discipline and maturity. He's noted that Chalamet possesses a rare ability to be fully present in a scene, not focused on performance, but on listening. That presence allowed Isaac to play Duke Leto not as a distant authority figure, but as a man deeply invested in his son. Chalamet, in turn, has said that working alongside Isaac felt like being supported rather than instructed. It wasn't mentorship in the traditional sense, it was collaboration. Protecting the process. Chalamet has shared that during large productions, especially ones with massive expectations, it's easy for an actor's process to be disrupted. He's mentioned that Isaac was among the people who helped him guard his process, creating an environment where vulnerability was safe and focus was respected. That protection extended beyond Dune. Later, Isaac publicly supported Chalamet's work in A Complete Unknown, praising his commitment and creative seriousness. The respect didn't end when filming wrapped. What began as preparation for a role became something deeper. Oscar Isaac and Timothée Chalamet didn't just play father and son. They earned that dynamic through trust, closeness, and shared creative space. That's why the emotional weight of Dune lands the way it does, because behind the spectacle, there's something real. And sometimes the most powerful performances come not from technique, but from connection. This is the Isaac Method. Subscribe for more deep dive breakdowns into Oscar Isaac's work, process, and collaborations.